contrast if you use a darker colour. Alright, so the technique here is to grab the corner of the cloth. Okay? It's just easier. And we do the same thing again. Now what's going to happen now is, because you take the corner of the cloth, the twisted cloth starts off very thin. And as you go along it gets fatter. So this creates more of a dynamic effect where things go from small to big. It's more dynamic, there's more energy. The trick is to not put the cloth on the floor. It's very important to do that. In Pujari, we don't want to be wiping the floor with Krishna's paraphernalia as much as we can avoid touching any of the paraphernalia on the floor. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing. I always twist clockwise, but you can twist anti-clockwise. Just find it easier when I'm twisting the two cloths together. Now, if it's clockwise, but you can actually do it without twisting the two cloths first. You can twist and rotate the cloth as you go along. But I just find it, I personally prefer it like this, where I've twisted the cloth beforehand. Okay, I'm using two chiffon cloths. You can use, one shiny cloth and one matte cloth, or a big cloth and a small cloth for different effects. You can even use, instead of using a cloth, you can use jewellery. So you have one jewellery and a cloth, and twist those together.
More than two cloths?
Huh?
More than two cloths?
Yeah, that's a braid. You need three cloths, it's a braid. I think, isn't it? It's a braid. Yeah. I want this one to be quite long. It's going to go right the way across the turban. So long cloths probably want to select long cloths. You don't want to see the ends of the cloth. So pretty much there. Okay. Then base cloth on. This cloth I'll put on simply, and we'll do the parts with this cloth, the extra parts of this cloth, but I'll make some puffs with that. It's going to go this way, so I'm going to start with the cloth from this side and end up around this way, because the line's going to be that way. Okay. I have a preference for the line going this way, but the line can also go the other way. I kind of like it because it casts Krishna's glance towards Radharani, the line going this way, so that the eye just goes like this and goes towards Radharani, so it's quite nice. Red marker up here. It's going to ignore it, but it's there. Okay. Start with the point of the twisted cloth and yeah. Can you see? Okay. So that's the okay. Then we can add some more things onto this turban. So I'm going to put a little puff down the bottom. Use this grey-green cloth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cloth just like where I want the puff to be, okay, but it's going this way into the turban, and then put the pin through the sponge across all the pleats, catch all the pleats, and then back into the sponge again. So this just comes out like that. The pleats are facing towards the front. And then if you want, if you need to, you can re-pleat. So you know how to pleat with the fingers and the palm like this. Fingers and palm, you can re-pleat. That folds in there. Push this back on itself, and this gives it a soft kind of fan without the hard edges. And then we'll put a pin to hold it in place. This pin, I'm going to go over the cloth. Basically, I'm going to squeeze the cloth, the green cloth, with the pin. Squeeze it so that it's like nicely pushed in. You don't want to just take the cloth and just put the pin, because it's going to fall down. So you take all the cloth, basically you're bunching all the cloth up like this, and you take the pin through the other cloth and bunch it nice and tight, and then push the pin back again, so this is all tight, okay? Not just like, okay, we stick the pin in and hope for the best, because it's all going to just drop down. I've got a bit more cloth over here, so I can do something on this side as well. Let's put another puffy up here. I'll use this cloth. So I'm going to re-pleat this. So place this. Facing towards the front, put the pin through all the pleats, through the white cloth, through all the pleats. Again, and quickly re-pleat it. Push it back on itself, nice and tight. Soft kind of if you're doing if you do Mangalati turban, I don't know if you do sometimes it's like Mayapur, we do Mangalati turbans, then something like this would be nice, you know. Obviously it needs a bit more soft and a bit tidier, but without the muku pieces you can just puff up the cloth and make it a bit interesting. Where you would put the muku pieces in this case, no, you don't want to just just cover up the cloth. You don't want to cover up the S shape. The S shape could be a little stronger, so maybe I'll use some yellow flowers, a little bit of yellow around it to make it stand out a bit more. I'm going to start off with these ones get out of the way. What's S? Balancing a little bit of blue on this side. Sometimes if you want just a little bit of blue, you can just take the corner of the cloth and just put it in here. A little stripe of blue like that, so it's not like a major thing going on there. That helps with the balance. And then we could throw in some yellow flowers just to make this. I don't know if the yellow might be a little bit strong. It could mess things up, but if we just put a little touch of yellow. Carried away with the yellow. A little bit of yellow maybe up here. Here maybe a yellow, with a yellow point. put a mukut piece over here. I put another one, similar one for this side. Oh, it's different. Yeah. Bring the hair out a little bit. Can't see anything. Oh, thanks. Follows in the same line as this has to be covered. Okay, that gives an idea, yes? Some idea? Okay. Everything is done with thought. Yeah? Every flower has been placed. This is a point here. Everything is coming together here, so that's a good place to put a few flowers and things, because there's like one thing happening here, one thing happening over here. This thing happening over here, this is your main thing over here, which is kind of framed by the cloth, and these pieces over here. So that's one thing happening here. Another thing is happening over here with another S, okay? And this is basically, I mean, obviously you need it for balance. Obviously you need that something over here. And the flowers are, you know, this one, these are 2 points, this is a line, that's a line, this is a half a flower, and a point over here. It's not all just flowers.
Why you choose not to put the jewelry?
Huh? Because I didn't have any jewelry on this side, so it would have been possible to balance. If I put the jewelry here, then it would have been like heavy jewelry this side, nothing on that side. If I had some dangly jewelry on this side, then I would put the jewelry on that side. Create a bit of an imbalance. Maybe if you had really, really fine jewelry, you know, something like fine jewelry. Maybe something really very fine like this. That might look nice. Yeah, but nothing heavy. Okay. Okay, so three. If you want to switch kids, please. If any of you want to switch kids, maybe you can switch with somebody, some partner or somebody that you can just find at the same pieces. Or you might find something in the trunk. No. This is actually framed. Framed. But now it's a straight line. It does not a crab. The line comes this way and flowers. So this next to this line.